Okay, so today we are going to start with the topic of price elasticity,
Yes, sir.
in which we are going to discuss the price elasticity of income, elasticity, cross elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand, and then the price elasticity of supply as well. So, starting off directly with the first one, which is the
Yes,
price elasticity of demand. So, the first thing here that we have is the definition of price elasticity of demand. As ever, you already know that the law of demand is that when the price is decreasing, the demand will increase.
yes,
And
sir.
if the price is increasing, the demand will decrease, right? This
Yes,
is
sir.
something that you already know about.
Yes,
But
sir.
one thing that you need to know apart from this is that how much the demand will change because of the change in price.
Yes, sir.
That we don't know. That is something which the price elasticity of demand is going to tell us.
Yes, sir.
So this tells us the responsiveness, quantity demanded due to change in price, right?
Yes, sir.
How much the demand respond to the change in the price.
Yes, sir.
So here we have the formula which says PED is equals to percentage change in quantity demanded over percentage change in price, right?
Yes,
So we
sir.
have two set of informations here, one and two. Two equations are going to be established from here.
Yes,
So the
sir.
first equation is telling you percentage change in quantity demanded, and that is new quantity demanded
Yes, sir.
minus old quantity demanded divided by old quantity demanded multiplied by 100.
Yes, sir.
And the other one is percentage change in price is equals to new price minus old price divided by
Full price times
old
100.
price multiplied by 100. And then you put the values there, right? According
Yes.
to it. Okay, now we have a practice question,
Yes, sir.
and that shows that there is a table. Okay, 1 minute. Let me just make it where you can easily see. So here we have the price and the quantity demanded.
Yes, sir.
So we have here new and old.
Yes, sir.
So the price is $3 from $2. Okay, if I say that the quantity is 60 from 50. Okay, If I give you this, will you be able to find PED through this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
So what you have to do first is if you want to find the percentage change in quantity demanded, you will
Yes.
basically do 60 minus 50.
Do it
Uh,
now on a piece of paper and let me know how you've done it.
okay, sir.
You can share your work with me.
Okay, sir. So I'm getting the PED as 40.
So is it fine?
Yes, sir. I use the formula. So wait, I'll send it to you. Second.
No problem. Don't send it to me. One thing, let
Yes,
me
sir.
know that is your answer in negative?
My answer? No, it's not.
The PED answer must always be in negative. Why it is not negative? Can you tell me that?
Um, wait, did I do something wrong again?
Look at the question. Is the question right? That's why I asked you, okay, that can you find PED from this question? There is a problem with the question. What is the problem?
Hmm.
What's the problem?
Oh, wait, so I think it's because as price is increasing, the quantity demanded is also increasing.
Exactly.
Okay, okay.
Why haven't you seen that?
Okay, makes
So
sense.
you understand?
Yes, sir.
So whenever a question is given to you, first see the question.
Okay, sir.
Because you know that the relationship is always going to be negative. How come the price is increasing, so the quantity is increasing, right?
Yes, sir.
Now do this, and you will find that your answer is going to be negative and not too high as well.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. I'm getting it now as minus 0.334.
Okay. Now you can send me the answer.
Okay, sir. So I sent it to you.
Sent.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me see this. So new minus old divided by old multiplied by 100. Okay. And the second one is the new minus old, the new price minus the old price divided by the old multiplied by 100. Okay, great. Very nice. Okay, this is correct. So minus
334.
0.334. Okay. One more thing. Let me just confirm this. Yes. Okay. Why the negative sign is here?
So the negative sign basically shows that the product has price inelasticity of demand, meaning that the change in quantity demanded is not going to be that much compared to the changes in price. The quantity demanded changes is going to be lower than the changes in price.
The negative sign is telling that.
Yeah.
Then what the value is telling you?
Mm. Oh, wait, sorry. No, it's the value that's telling you. If it's lower than zero, if it's lower than one, right? That value
Hmm.
tells you that if it's lower than one. If it's higher than one, then it has a price elastic demand.
So what's the sign is telling you then? Do we ignore the sign?
Mm, I'm not sure about the sign, but
Usually it is told that you have to ignore the sign, but ignoring doesn't mean that it doesn't have a meaning.
yeah.
The negative sign means the law of demand.
Oh, okay, okay.
It shows that there is a negative relation
Okay, that makes
between
sense.
price and quantity demanded, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why there is a negative sign. You
Okay,
will
so
never see a negative sign in price elasticity of supply. The
yeah.
only reason is that the law of supply says that there is a positive relationship between
Yeah.
price and quantity supplied.
Yes, sir.
So this is an important thing. You need to know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, interpreting PED. So if PED greater than 1, what does it mean?
It's greater than one, then that product has price elastic demand.
Less than 1,
Less than one, it's price inelastic.
equal to 1,
It has unitary elasticity of demand.
equal to 0,
It is perfectly price inelastic.
equal to infinite.
It's perfectly elastic.
Very good. Great. You can copy this down. Then we'll move to the types of price elasticity.
Okay, so I'm done.
Elastic demand. It is, as we already stated, greater than one,
Yes, sir.
meaning a small change
Small change
in
in price
price.
will bring a great change in quantity demanded.
Yes. We need to depict this on the graph as well.
Yes, sir.
What sort of a demand curve there is going to be?
Okay, so if it's a small change in price, I think I think it's going to be downward sloping.
Yes, demand is always downward sloping. Mostly, not for the basically inferior good, but it come when it comes to the income. But usually with the price, it is downward sloping.
Yeah.
So downward sloping like this.
Yes, sir.
No, why? Why not this? Isn't it fine if this is the price and now this is the price? What is the problem here? Doesn't it seem like a same change? A bit more in quantity, that's it.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's like a. It's not like a large change. I think that's why it's wrong.
So the how the curve should be.
Um,
I gave you the options. More to the horizontal side or the vertical side?
I think it'll be more to the uh vertical side. No, vertical.
Mm,
Yeah, it needs to be
okay,
like more, um. What's the word? What I say?
like this.
Slightly more sloping. I think this is like too straight. Is it not too straight?
Okay, so like this or like this. You can let me know when should I stop? Let me know that. I'm moving, 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 moving.
Stop. Wait. I need to analyze this. If it's okay here, if price is rising, okay, if price falls. Okay, so if the price is, for example, on the first line over there, okay, quantity demanded is that much, and then if it falls by one, I think this is right because if it's here, yeah, it'll be this much, and then it falls. It's not like a big change.
Is this fine?
I think because it's a bigger change in the quantity demanded than that other graph.
Yes,
Okay,
yes. This is fine, beta. So it's going to be like this.
yes, sir.
And here we can see that if originally the price was here, P naught and Q naught, the price now has decreased. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now my next question. For what sort of product?
Elastic demand. I think maybe like not a necessity. Maybe one
Yeah.
that like kind of like a want. For example, maybe like gaming equipment. I'm not sure. It's like if for that the price changes a little bit, the demand can fall.
Very right. Gaming equipment.
Yes, sir.
Right. This is correct.
Yes, sir.
It's more of a, we can also use the word luxury here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
When done, let me know. I have to move to the next page.
Okay, I'm done, sir.
Okay, great. Let's just move on to the next one. Inelastic. It is
Less than one.
less than one.
Yes, sir.
And now the explanation.
So it's basically
L-
like a small, wait, no, a large change in price would bring about a small change in quantity demanded.
Yes, for example.
I think these can be necessities, maybe any type of food, water. Then maybe like if
Mhm.
I had to give example, I'd say like milk, maybe. Any just a necessity,
Mhm.
basically.
Okay. First, we'll make the graph and then I'll ask you another question. Okay. About the graph, how it is going to be.
Okay, now this one, I think this is going to be like the one we made before because it's going to
I
be
made a lot of graphs before,
um
more to the vertical side, like this.
I don't think this one is going to be like that because it's like okay, price will change a little bit.
Don't you think this is right?
Yeah, yeah, it is right. It is right. Has a small change in quantity demanded. Yeah.
Wait, you seem very confused in these topics. Like you know the things, but it's just that it is confusing you a lot, huh?
Yeah, because there's like so many graphs, so I have to like remember the
Hmm.
shapes and stuff. So it takes me time
You know,
to
there are going to be million more graphs in A2.
yeah.
Okay, so even a large change
Yes, sir.
price resulting in a very small increase in quantity. Okay, tell me something
Yes, sir.
that if, let's say, if you are talking about the example of the inelastic demand,
Yes, sir.
the example is When we say necessities, so we mean probably salt.
Yeah.
But is it only those products which are necessities or inelastic?
I think it kind of. I think it just depends on person to person, but I think it's also things like fuel,
Mhm.
and then things like example I give. I think it also. I'm not sure about this, but it's like if in a place it's like winter season, then cold clothes like jackets and stuff will have inelastic demand at that time because it's a
So that's a necessity, no, for that time period.
yeah.
Any other thing
Um,
other than necessity?
I'm not
Having
sure,
an
but
inelastic demand, even if the prices are increasing, people are still buying it.
cigarettes. I think cigarettes have that. Cigarettes and then
Exactly.
alcohol. Yeah, they have that.
Exactly. So addictive products
Yes, sir.
like cigarettes. That's it.
Yes, sir.
What else? There are
Um.
still things.
Okay. Then. Mm,
A product which is a luxury, but still to be considered as inelastic. How come?
I think that example would be maybe like either uh, a car, or it's like if you are someone who travels maybe by an airplane, because for some people that is considered to be a luxury, but still they it has an elastic demand.
Why? There are alternatives as well.
I'd say for cars because it's become a necessity right now because I think it depends on the income as well, and it depends on the right now, like it also depends on the economy of a country. If that country has like a developed, if it's like a developed country, like for example in UAE now, it's like a car is a necessity. It's considered something that like every single person needs.
But that is, more of the need of today because in the economics terminology, they do not consider it.
Yes, sir.
Like if you talk about mobile phones, it's a necessity if you are working somewhere, so you need to have a mobile phone.
Yes, sir.
But they would probably not consider it. But
Yeah.
there is a way in which it will still be considered as an inelastic good. How?
Hmm.
Why? Let's say if I talk about Apple company,
Yes, sir.
they make phones.
Yes, sir.
Do you think their demand is inelastic?
I I think it is because no matter how many versions they release of the phones, it still has such a high demand for like for so many years.
Why?
I think it's maybe because of fashion and tastes as well, or
The
maybe
brand
the
image, the
brand. Oh yeah,
brand loyalty.
the brand image. Okay, that
It's
makes
not, we cannot generalize it,
yes,
but
sir.
specifically the brand loyalty
Yes, sir.
makes a product's demand inelastic no
Yes,
matter what, isn't it?
yes, sir.
Still anything left, or is it's done? What do you say?
Um, I think it's done. I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, what about, let's say you talk about um because the concept is the concept all about the elastic demand when you talk about an elastic demand.
Yes, sir.
Why the demand is inelastic? Why the demand is elastic? What is the reason behind? One of the major reason behind a product being elastic that a producer has increased a price little bit even. The consumers are not buying from because right now we are studying microeconomics.
Yes, sir.
So consider from that point of view that a producer has increased the price little bit, no matter
Yes,
the product is luxury or an is a necessity.
yes, sir.
Consumers are shifting.
I think it can also depend on how many substitutes there are.
When would the consumer shift? Yes, what were you saying?
It depends on the substitutes. There's a substitute
Exactly.
as
Mhm.
it's cheaper. They would shift.
Exactly. So it also depends on the substitutes.
Yes, sir.
Probably no substitutes available, but good is doesn't seem like a necessity, but it becomes like a necessity
Yes, sir.
because there are no substitutes available.
Yes, sir.
So you understand it. So it's not only one thing because we are studying microeconomics. So in microeconomics, we can talk about these things because we are talking about a firm. So we can
Yeah.
talk about the brand loyalty of that firm,
Yes, sir.
right? Okay, great. So perfectly elastic demand. So first of all, the sign.
Perfectly elastic demand is it's equal to zero. No, infinity. Yeah, that's sign.
Yes. Okay. So again, now how we are going to talk about it.
Perfectly elastic is that okay, I need to form it in my head. It means that like any change of price would bring a change in quantity demanded. It's
That is
perfectly
the elastic as well.
um
Is the price changing in perfectly elastic?
perfectly elastic. Yeah, the price changes.
So what does not change then? The quantity?
No, quantity is going to change. Price will stay same.
Yes. So
Okay.
here the price is constant.
Yes, sir.
Very confusing, Ava. This is the
Yeah.
first topic which is, very confusing for you. Demand keeps on changing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how about the graph?
This graph, I think it would be like horizontal, just like a horizontal line.
Like this.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Because in this, the price is constant, but the quantity demanded keeps changing. So,
Exactly. Exactly. Now, Ava, let me know one thing.
yes, sir.
And one more thing, I have not done this. I should have done that. That these are the quantity demanded. These are the demands we are talking. If
Yes, sir.
I only write quantity, so it also means the supply. So the overall quantity. Yes, Eva, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. The whole meeting just stopped. I
Okay.
could not like hear or see anything. So
Okay, let me share the screen again. Okay. Okay, Eva, I was saying an example for this where the price is constant, but the quantity is dropped.
yes, sir.
Example for this.
Okay. An example price. Okay. Mm, I'm not sure, but like recently, when I saw like the new iPhone come out, I think this happened with that because even though they were not changing the price at all, the quantity demanded kept changing. Like at first it was really low and then it increased and now it decreased again. Because people just thought that it's like the same phone again, so nobody was buying it, but then it became like a trend, so then everyone started buying it again.
Hmm.
It was like
A
changing.
trend could, yes, a trend could increase demand. Very right. Even though price is same.
Yes, sir.
What else?
Um, then I think again, I'm not sure about this example, but I have seen here in UAE especially, it's like always hot, but still there's like a shop selling hoodies. It's like the price is going to be the same, but the quantity demanded keeps changing. If it gets like a little bit colder, like the quantity demanded goes really high. If it gets a little bit hotter, it does not like fully go down, but like decreases, and then it like basically keeps fluctuating, just depending on the weather. It's like a little bit higher, a little bit
Hmm.
lower.
But that is mostly, mostly unusual in a sense that because the shopkeepers cannot predict for how long this is happening. So
Yeah.
they might not be changing the price because
Yes.
they are, unaware of the weather.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, if they were aware, so they would have changed the price as well,
Yeah. They would.
right?
Yeah.
What about if a perfect substitute exists in the market? A perfect substitute,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Then it would happen. Yeah.
right? So if you do not find a good there, you find the other one, you buy it, right? So
Yes,
you
sir.
do not care about that we want this product. So you probably demand less of it or more of it,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
And specifically if your substitute has also decreased the price.
Yeah. Then it would be
And
like a perfect one.
exactly. Only exist if product is a perfect substitute in market. Okay. Now perfectly inelastic demand.
Perfect inelastic equals to 0. And in this
And mhm.
price, wait, in this price keeps changing, but the demand stays constant.
The change in price have no impact
The change in the quantity demanded.
on quantity demanded. So quantity demanded is constant throughout.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the graph
The graph is going to be vertical.
quantity is constant here, but the price keeps on changing.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what example you can provide here?
Perfectly inelastic. I think like maybe water, because for food there's still like substitutes, right? Like there's different types of food, but for water is like this one constant product, right?
So
So
it
I think
means that there must be no substitute to that product.
yeah,
And it's more of a necessity as well. So that will
yes,
make it even more important.
yes. It's
Like
not just
sometimes, could be the life-saving drugs as well.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes sense.
So no substitutes available.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
suppose if there are not, and plus it's more of a need.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can do this part, then we'll move to unitary elastic.
Okay, I'm done, sir.
Okay, so unitary elastic equals to,
It equals to one.
and what is happening here?
And this basically it's like the percentage change in the price. Like the percentage in price is going to be equal to the percentage change in the quantity demanded. It's like if, for example, the price decreases by 10%, the quantity demanded is going to increase by 10%. This has like a equal change.
Okay, the diagram.
The diagram would be this one. Would it actually no? Let me just think about this one. It's
Yeah,
unitary.
take your time.
Um, so I'm not sure, but it would not be curved, right? Because it's a
Usually, sometimes it is shown as a curved
yeah. Because
in a convex shape.
yeah, because
Should I
I
make
keep
that?
yeah, because I keep thinking it's going to be upward sloping, but then upward sloping is a supply curve, so it would not be upward sloping. So
Because there are two things to this. One is like this.
yeah,
Okay. So here, if you, there's one thing that the curve needs, when it is curved, so it needs to be very precise because otherwise the whole point will be missed. Yeah. It should bend there. Should have the bend right at the end. Because if it is not, then, it is
yeah,
not correct.
beyond.
But usually, sometimes when making this, you can, make a mistake here. So that's why I'm going to give you another way to this as well. Let's suppose if this is the price P2
Yes, sir.
and this is P1. Sorry, it's Q1 and Q2. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it must feels like that there is an equal change. Seems like a bit. Okay. Then another thing that you can do is that
Yes.
is more of a simple thing to do. Price and the quantity. And because in this particular diagram, just give me 1 minute. Okay. So another problem with this diagram was only also because, the the permanent lines which are made here, there's a the horizontal line is too long compared to the other one. So it
Oh
must be
yeah.
equal to make it right.
Yes, sir.
So let's say if we consider this, so I hope it serves the purpose. So you can, okay, sorry. So you can see here
Yes, sir.
that if this is P1 and Q1 and we are moving to P2 and Q2.
Yes, sir.
So the change seems to be more similar,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
And when you're making this diagram, and if there's a little bit difference, it doesn't matter because they are not going to provide you a graph paper
Yeah.
to do it. So but it must not be like you are making the diagram and you say that like you do one thing, like you do this, you do this, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you claim that I have made the right diagram because this is going till here,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
And this is only going till this point, right? So
Yeah.
if you consider it, so having a change must be
Equal.
s- equal, right? So
Yes,
even
sir.
though it is going there, but still this part seems to be much greater than this part,
Yes, sir.
right? So you need to be very careful that if you're making it and it from the look of it, it doesn't seem like a proportionate change.
Yes, sir.
And the previous one that we made, that actually seemed like a proportionate change because here you can see that this is a proportionate change here, right? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now moving on to the next part, we can cover the determinants of PED and then we can just call it a day. Determinants of PED, range and attractiveness of substitute. Like if more substitutes means
There'll be greater elastic demand.
yes. So it means that if you have close substitutes, and if you have weak substitutes, we have talked about this topic about the closed and the weak substitutes before
Yes, sir.
when we were talking about the shift in the
Supply and
demand.
demand curves, yeah.
Pepsi and Coke, direct
Yeah.
substitute.
Yes, sir.
May not
They
be
would
for
have
some people,
more,
but still,
yeah, they would have more elastic demand, but then
exactly,
weak substitutes could have inelastic.
exactly. So these are the indirect substitutes, not direct.
Yes, sir.
Just give me 1 second. Okay. So this is one thing. Then the brand image of a product. So
If it
if
has like a good brand image, then there could be price inelastic demand.
mm, very nice. So if it is going to be inelastic when you have strong brand image. That's what
Yes,
we were talking about earlier as well when we were
yes,
talking about,
Apple.
the inelastic demand
Yes, sir.
and weak brand image. Then the next part is the nature of the product as well.
I would say that if it's, for example, a necessity or a need, then it would have inelastic, and then if it's like a want or some luxuries, then it could be like a elastic demand product.
Yes. Addictive product properties will
Yes,
always make the product more
inelastic.
inelastic. Always, usually. Relative expense on product, very important point. In which case it is going to be considered inelastic and in which it is going to be elastic.
Okay, relative expense, meaning how much you need to spend in relation to
Yes,
another thing. Okay, then I would say, isn't this kind of related to substitute?
no. It's
Okay.
related to what proportion of income you are spending on the product.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so that basically
Higher
is it.
proportion or
Being,
lower proportion?
if it's going to be lower proportion, then it could be inelastic, and if it's higher proportion, it would be elastic.
Very nice. Why? Because if let's suppose there's a newspaper service provider coming and delivering you the newspaper, and
Yes.
if he increases the price and double it, so still it is, if it was first taking you only 0.5% of your income, now it is taking 1%, it doesn't matter. But if a
Yeah.
good which is taking 40% of your income and now it is come up to taking 60% of your income, you might not want to buy it next time.
Yeah.
Then the last one, time a consumer can postpone a purchase.
Okay, this one it would be like if they can postpone it for a long time. For example, some like supermarkets and stuff, they allow credit to consumers, like they can pay later. So that would make those goods
No, 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 no. You are not even buying it. You are postponing the purchase.
okay. Okay, so if you're like fully postponing it, then I think that would make it elastic. And then if you're
Yes.
at that time, it would be inelastic.
So it means that if you cannot wait to buy,
Yeah.
like if the petrol prices have increased,
Yes, sir.
you would not like sit at home and say, okay, fine, I'm going to go to office when the prices are going to drop for the
Yeah.
petrol. You still have to go. But
Yes,
there are
sir.
certain other goods like the electronics and other stuff. You would probably wait for the
Yes, sir.
prices to drop. So that means that product is not a sort of an inelastic product for you. It's more of more of elastic.
Yes, sir.
Wait to cannot wait to uh, cannot wait for the reduction in price, because this is is more relatable thing, that if you are not waiting for the product to drop its price, it means that even though the price is higher, you are still buying it because it's a necessity or something important.
Yes, sir.
So if you can wait for the reduction in price before you buy it, so that is not a need. If it was a need, you would have bought it there and then, right?
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So what we'll do is that we'll keep it to this for today,
Yes, sir.
and then what we'll do is that in the next class, we'll just
Yes, sir.
okay, one thing, just one little thing. We'll do
Yes,
this
sir.
part because this part will take time and it needs a lot of understanding. So this part is quite simple. So let's just finish this part.
Okay.
Methods to make PED more inelastic. Advertisement. Can it?
Yes, sir. Because if a company is like advertising their product a lot, it could make some
Mm,
people think that maybe it's like a necessity or something which they need, and then they would want to buy it more. So then it will become inelastic. So we
exactly.
need to
So
practice.
persuasive ads can do that for you, that they can influence the buyer.
Yes, sir.
Mergers?
Mergers, okay. Yeah, if, for example, I'm not sure about this example, but it's like if a business which is producing maybe an elastic product merges with another business which produces an inelastic product, it
Mhm.
could make their like combined products demand inelastic.
And it is also because you eliminate a competitor from the market, no? So
Yes,
there are
sir. Oh,
less
yeah.
substitutes available in the market. So
Yes, sir.
that's why the product has become inelastic, even though
Yeah.
probably it was an elastic product before,
Yes, sir.
right? So you remove one of the competitors. So if there were two competitors, they have combined together, make a monopoly. So they are going to charge a higher price because they know that people are still going to buy it, no matter
Yes, sir.
whether the product is elastic or inelastic, because the consumers does not have any other option.
Exactly. Yeah.
Monopoly, again, the
Mm,
same thing from the merger.
yeah. It's like there will not be like competitors in the market. It's going to be just that one business producing the product. So the consumers don't have, there's no substitutes, there's no option. And then they would have to spend off for that business. So that business is going to have inelastic demand.
Exactly. So only producer of a product, so they are going to charge a price because they know that they can exploit the consumer because the consumers does not have any other substitute available to them.
Yes, sir.
Branding.
Yeah, branding again, it's like if for example in branding there's a brand image and there's also like the logos on the products and stuff. If
Mm,
let's say that that product is recognized by the consumers, like for example Apple, it's like they know that this is an Apple product and that like because of the brand image, it's going to have brand loyalty, so that will be like price inelastic.
exactly. And those brands have some sort of, their marketing tactics are based on the fact that they have something unique to sell. So their
Yeah.
unique selling point
Yes, sir.
basically
Yeah, yeah.
makes their product more inelastic compared to the other products in the market which are more elastic. So you
Yes.
see that it is not only about the luxury and the need. If it is a luxury, it is inelastic. If it is a need, If it is a luxury, it is elastic, and if it is a need, it is inelastic. No, you can make an elastic product inelastic by doing these things,
Yes, sir.
right? So this
Yes, sir.
is an insight for the producer that how they can make their product more inelastic. It doesn't mean that if they are selling an elastic product, they can't make it inelastic. They will always have to reduce the price in order to increase the revenue. No,
Yes, sir.
right? They can increase the revenue by charging a higher price if they have something like these points in their product,
Yes, sir.
right? So I guess this is it then for today.
Yes, sir.
So that's it. Take very good care of yourself.
You too,
And you
sir.
have any
Thank you.
question? You still have any question? You can ask me, by the way. Or
Me?
everything clear?
No. Yeah, everything is clear, sir.
Okay, so this is it for today then.